Hello, loves. Welcome to this sacred space that we're going to be journeying together. I am Sarah Sparks. We're going to dive into and journey together tonight, whenever you're tuning in, on why we are so afraid to be our unique self. And when I am talking about and sharing around the word unique self, it is not some sort of personality test that you take or a box that you check. It's not a category that you put yourself into. What I'm referring to with unique self is your soul. The very essence of who you are. The energy of that which you came into this body to be and do in this lifetime on this planet right here and right now. When I'm talking about unique self, I'm talking about your soul. I so wanted to please others. I wanted to feel accepted by others that I couldn't even express what unique self even meant. My business is called Create the Spark because the spark was easier to talk about and more socially acceptable, publicly accepted to talk about spark rather than soul. But we all have one. And that's what we're going to talk about tonight. Why are we so afraid to be our soul? Why are we so afraid and ashamed of that uniqueness of that which we are? I also want to give each of you space to ask me questions as we go along. I am allowing my soul to lead, and I do always have spirit with me. So if you do have questions about what we are talking about, this is not rapid fire channeling. This is not Talk with Spirit Tuesdays. For those of you who join me on those two events, this is us journeying together on a topic that I feel we need to talk about, that we need to journey together on. So why are we so afraid to be our soul? Why are we so afraid to be our unique self? There are three things that Spirit wants me to cover tonight. And the first one is, from a very young age, we were taught what to do and what not to do. What that taught us was to constantly look outside of ourselves for that validation of what we're doing was enough. Am I being good enough? Am I bad enough? Am I doing the right thing? Am I talking correctly? Am I using the right words or the wrong words? Are these words bad or good? My youngest one was learning that. Daddy and I, Craig and I, run this household that we freely speak and express ourselves in the way that we want to be expressed. But that's not how society works. And so the youngest had to learn good words, bad words, based on what's acceptable outside of this household. And so she was learning and being taught to look for that validation on what is right and what is wrong, what is good, what is bad. Am I being smart enough, brave enough, strong enough, girl enough, boy enough? We are constantly being taught when we were young. When that subconscious was formed, the subconscious is formed between conception and age 6, very volatile years. And during those times when we were very young, we are constantly seeking approval, acceptance, love, validation by whomever we were being loved by being cared for. And we had to be cared for. We were young. We get it. Us journeying together tonight isn't about blaming anybody. But when I asked, why are we so afraid to be our unique self and be our soul, that was the first thing. is that we're taught from a very young age to seek validation outside of ourselves. Seek that validation, seek that acceptance, approval, and being enough. And second part, we then become a little older. Hello, Courtney. Did I say hello to Mary too? Mary G. And we then become a little older. And the comparison game starts. And we start looking again outside of ourselves, but comparing ourselves to, that girl has those pants, I don't have those pants. Ooh, and if you're a guy, maybe you're like, he has that bike, I want that bike. What's wrong with me? Why can't I have that bike? Girls can do this too. I'm just trying to include everyone in this conversation. But as we get a little bit older, we have that comparison game. My hair is too curly, my hair is too straight, I'm too fat, I'm too thin, all the things. Continually looking outside of ourselves for that validation, for that acceptance, for that love, for that approval, for that enoughness, for that worthiness. And the third reason that Spirit gave me of why we are so afraid to be our unique self, I'm going to say this and I'm going to let y'all sit on this for a little bit. It is hard to be someone, our unique self, our soul, when you do not know who that person even is. It is hard to be someone you do not know. It is hard to be someone you do not know. What do you think Spirit meant by that? Have we taken the time to get to know our soul? Have we taken time to listen to her, to him, to they? Have we allowed our soul to have a voice? Or have we gotten so wrapped up in our own concerns of what other people are going to be thinking of us? So why do we not want our true self to be shining? To lead with our soul? We're not soul pleasing, we're people pleasing. Simply put, you care more about what others think of you and who you really are, the raw, real, authentic you, than you care about who you truly are. And I'm preaching to the choir. So when I'm saying you, I mean ustedes. I'm including myself in this journey together. If there is one lesson in this life that I want to share with every single person that I have learned over and over and over in the hardest effing way possible, is you do not have to give up who you are. You do not have to shift. You do not have to change who you are for the love and acceptance of anybody else. And when you do, you then become more dedicated to leading with your soul than you are with your fears. What if your soul did not come here on this planet in this lifetime to live in fear? What if your soul came here to experience something altogether different? Would you be willing to let go of who you thought you needed to be, and who you were supposed to be, and who you were told to be, and what you were supposed to say, and who you were supposed to marry, and what you were supposed to do for a living, and where you were supposed to live, and how you're supposed to dress, and what music you're supposed to listen to? Would you be willing to let go of who you thought you were supposed to be and who you were told you were supposed to be? To step into that magnificent being, your unique self, your soul, that you were born to be. Yes, I am very emotional. I've literally been placed by God in this body during this lifetime to teach professionals and business owners just like yourself how to lead with your soul by listening to your divine guidance. So yes, I'm passionate about this. And has this been the dang lesson that I've had to learn over and over and over? Yeah. I don't want y'all to suffer. And I don't want you to do it alone. And so some people are willing to let go. Some people, I have had consultations where I've gotten done and they know exactly what they need to do because we have talked about it. We've made a plan. And a few people have been so dedicated to their fear that they cannot let go. But I will tell you, the women and men who do and say, you know what, Sarah, yes, I am willing to let go of who I've been told that I'm supposed to be, and I'll step into who I am meant to be, who I was born to be. They're not saying yes to working with me. They're saying yes to their soul. If you're one of those people who are a hell yes, I will just tell you what, we need to talk. And we need to, there's a special place on my calendar reserved just for you, for us to chat. No strings attached. For us to chat and make a plan to bridge that gap between where you are and where you want to go. What is it that you really want to experience in this lifetime? How is it that you really want to feel? What my job is right here, in this moment, sitting in my favorite chair in the corner of my bedroom, in case you all are wondering where I'm at. My job right here, right now, is to let you know you're not going to fail at being you. Not this time. God, source, creator, spirit, whatever resonates with you, has created me to do exactly this. And so you're not going to do it alone. You have support, guidance, love, my awkwardness, my truthfulness, my raw and realness, my big old lion's mane, my giggle. Anyways, you get the gist. My job right here, right now, is to let you know you're not going to fail. Not at being you. Not at being the soul that you're born here to be. Some people, I have to let you know. Some people are so not willing to let go. And some people don't even have an awareness. Some people don't ask. I have people close to me who have never asked, why am I here? What is my purpose? Who am I? I'm literally sitting right with them. Not at this very moment. I'm sitting with myself. But I've been with them in the same room, at the same table. Never have they even asked, who am I? Why am I here? And what is my purpose? Some people will die not knowing their soul, and I will let you know they're okay with that. Those people are not my people. Mimi says, girl, I ask that all the time. And I think we should have a conversation. So, those people who never ask that are not my people. I'm not here to convince or change anybody. Maybe that's your soul's path. Maybe you're more of a change maker. I'm a guide. I'm a support system. I'm an angelic being placed in this body to teach people. Anyways, I want to leave you with this thought. Because I know y'all have a busy evening. And you have much better things to be doing. But I want to leave you with this thought. What would it feel like to set yourself free of all the shoulds and the what ifs? So we're gonna do an activity together. My intention tonight, right here, right now, is for you to allow your soul to rise up and for you to connect with your soul. All right? So what would it feel like to set yourself free from all the shoulds and the what ifs? I'm going to invite you now, if you want to close your eyes, if you feel comfortable. And I want you to see all those shoulds and what ifs fall off of you. Fall off of you. If they are tied to you like strings, cut them off now. Visualize with that third eye, go within. All those shoulds and what ifs. I know I'm pulling at those heartstrings. I can feel you all. Whether you're live or replay, I feel you. And if those what shoulds and what ifs are tied to you and you're like, damn girl, I can't do this, I want you to use a big ass scissors, and I want you like Edward Scissorhands. My friend Kathy Perry used this example of Edward Scissorhands. I want you to cut them off now, seeing them falling to the ground around your feet. They're not trying to grasp onto their feet. They're not some zombie bullshit. Nope. They're just the shoulds and what ifs that you've been taught. They just fall to the ground. You shake them off. They're lying limp, not touching you in any sort of way. I want you to connect with your body, placing your hand on your heart, and breathe. Just simply breathe. Feel your heart beating. And I invite you to say to yourself in silence, repeating after me, I release all anxiety, leaving judgment about myself and others at the door. I step into trust. Trust is the energy and the knowing all is well. I am supported. I am loved. I can stay here in this new space. All is well. Welcome. Continue breathing. Feeling into this new space as you allow your soul to rise. Being aware with this beating heart, you have the opportunity to be your soul. It's not too late. Your heart is still beating. You are right on time. Stop being ashamed of your gifts. Do not give up or change who you are at your soul for the love and the acceptance of anyone. Spirit and I appreciate you and love you. My calendar has a special space reserved just for you. Private message me now before those spaces get filled up. Chat soon, love. Chat soon.